Hey everybody, it's been a good amount of time actually since I released a video. The new update is coming out soon and we haven't really had much content, but right now I want to show you guys all about the runes. Here you can see I have all the runes currently unlocked. We have the Bounty, Haste, Vampirism, Magnesis, Retaliation, Siphon, and Capacity rune. Those are all the runes that currently exist. The top three runes are not in the game as of yet. And what you can see, the way the runes work, if you're not sure, you get these runes from fairy chests in the dungeon. Right now, you can only get one of each rune, and you can see here in the bottom right, it says the cost. There is a gold coin, which is the normal gold you are used to getting, and some sort of silver currency. In fact, if you take a closer look at it, it is actually just the gold coin, but with a silver reskin, so presumably it is some sort of silver coin and each rune has different weight to it. Here you can see me just equipping different runes. This is kind of the combo I like: Haste, Vampirism, Retaliation, and Magnesis. Retaliation you could step out for capacity, but I don't really use mana that much, so I go for Retaliation. The Siphon rune is kind of broken, so I would never really recommend using that. And the Bounty rune just costs way too much. 50 weight out of your 80 weight right now. That's insane. It's not really worth it that much, and you don't really need it. Now, the next question is, once you've decided like which runes you want to get, you have those runes, and that's really all there is to it. There's not much we can do with runes except these top three runes that we don't know anything about. What could they be? We're not really sure. We know that double jump is something they want to add to the game. Double jump was a rune in the first game, but it really seems like double jump is going to be an heirloom. And when it comes to the rune weight, we only have 80 weight, so it's not like we have that much flexibility as of right now. You see here, there is an increase in max weight capacity trait, sorry, not trait, upgrade in the skill tree, and we can only upgrade to 80 weight. Something else interesting is here there is a skill to increase your max rune capacity. Now, that's different from your weight. Here you can say rune slots up 30. So we have the capacity to hold at least 30 runes right now. But right now, you can only really equip up to 4 before you get to the max weight. So I don't really know what they're planning here. If you can equip up to 30 runes, I mean that's an insane amount of upgrades. They're really gonna have to change the way that it works for us to be able to equip that many. Because 4 and 30, that's a ton of extra runes that we just can't use right now. They have mentioned in the Discord that they are going to be increasing weight capacity. Obviously, all the skill upgrades right now aren't final. The weight capacities may not even be final. But just to talk more about these three extra runes that we really don't know anything about. I mentioned earlier double jump could be, but it's probably going to be an heirloom, even though it was a rune in the first game. Another one that was in the first game is the sprint rune. That was actually dashing. Dashing, you had to have a rune equipped to do it, but obviously everybody knows dashing is an heirloom now. The bounty rune we have. The siphon rune was also in the first game. The retaliation rune as well. There was the grace rune, and the curse rune. Those were two runes from the first game. The grace rune had enemies scale up a bit slower. The game was easier, but you had less rewards. And the curse rune was the opposite. You had harder enemies, but the rewards were much better. Those two could be runes that we could see brought back. It would give some extra difficulty scaling and let people play how they want. But we'll just have to wait and see. We don't really have many more details. Hopefully the Siphon rune gets fixed next update, but for now, that's what we have on runes. Again, I'd recommend using Haste, Vampirism, Magnesis, and Retaliation for the time being. Retaliation's probably going to be swapped out because it's not that great, but at the time being, those are definitely the four best runes you can be using right now. But until the next update, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm out.